सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च
Gurupavanapure Handabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. We have been witness to the Avatara Ghattam of Varaha. How did this happen? When Hiranyaksha, the brother of Hiranyakashipu, the son of Diti and Kashyapa, wanted to torment Mother Earth, an unnatural flooding, inundation of various habitats were caused. As a result of which, the beings, various living beings suffered, they died. Various houses, various hermitages, various rishis' lives were also thrown to havoc. This being the disaster caused, Swayambhuva Manu, who was given the task of creation, went to the abode of Brahma called Satyalokam and complained to him. He said, Brahma, look at this creation. What has happened to my creation? I see an unnatural flooding of different parts of Mother Earth, thereby Mother Earth getting submerged in those regions. Isn't there a way to get out of this disaster? When Swayambhuva Manu told this to Brahma, who is also known as Swayambhu, Swayambhu thought of the lotus feet of Narayana, in our case, Sri Guruvayurappan, Krishna Vasudeva of Guruvayur, and prayed for a solution. That is when Nasaputat Asya, from the Nasaputam, from the nostril of Brahma, Tvam Samabhavaha, you, hey Krishna, you were born, Shishu Kolarupi, you were born as an infant wild boar. What happened to that? Angushtamatra vapurutpatitah purastat bhuyotha kumbhi sadrishah samajrumbhathastvam abhretata vidhamudikshya bhavantamuchaihi vismeratam vidhiragat sah sunubhisvaihi tvam utpatitaha purastat. You emerged initially, where from? Angushtamatra vapuhu, as a size of the thumb from the Nasaputam, from the nostril of Brahma, as a size of a thumb you emerged. Angushtamatra vapuhu. This Angushtamatra is very important because in Sanatana Dharma we believe in Ashtama Siddhi, Anima, Laghima, we give various names to it. One such Siddhi is where one has the ability to squeeze himself into a small body. In fact, when Hanuman posed himself to Sita, it is said that he went in Sukshma Rupam, Sukshma Rupa, Dhari Siyahi Dikhava, Bikata Rupa, Dhari Lanka Jarava, says Tulasidas in Hanuman Chalisa. When Krishna had to protect the fetus within Uttara's Garbham, He went as an Angushtamatra Purusha, be it Krishna going as Angushtamatra, be it Hanuman. Now, be it Varaha emerging, it is said, Angushtamatra Vapuhu. His body was as the size of a thumb. Atha Samajrumbataha Bhuyaha. Thereafter, after emerging in the size of thumb, what happened? Atha Samajrumbataha Bhuyaha. He started to grow gradually as Kumbhi Sadrishaha. Kumbhi means an elephant. Kumbhi Sadrishaha. To the size of an elephant, he started growing. Udikshya Bhavantam Uchaihi Abhre. Looking at you, emerging in the size of a thumb and then growing to the size of an elephant, rising high in the sky. Udikshya Bhavantam Uchaihi Abhre. In the sky region, as you kept on growing. Tatha Vidham. Looking at this Brahma, Vidhihi Saha Svaihi Sunubihi, along with his sons, which means Swayam Bhuvamanu, the Maharishis, the Prajapatis, as they looked, Agat Vismeratam, they were all wonderstruck. Oh my goodness, we thought something jumped from Brahma's nostril. That itself was a surprise. It was an infant wild boar. As we were wondering, this went to the size of an elephant, and as it kept growing, touching the sky, they were all left wonderstruck. What happened to that later? Kosavanchintya mahima kitiruthito me nasa putat kimu bhaveda jitasya maya itham vichintayati dhatari shailamatraha sadyo bhavan kila jagarjitha ghora ghoram kaha asau kitihi achintya mahima. Kitihi, who is this boar? Who is this boar? Kaha asau kitihi achintya mahima. That too not of normal attributes, something extraordinary. Comes in the size of a thumb, grows to the size of an elephant. Who is this extraordinary wild boar? Kaha asau kitihi achintya mahima. Achintya mahima kitihi. Kaha asau, who is he? Utthitaha me nasa putat. Brahma wondered. That too, the one who has emerged from my nostril. Nasa putat, me nasa putat utthitaha. Me nasa putat, from my nostril, utthitaha, has emerged. Bhavet kimu maya ajitasya. Is this the maya, which is the alaukika shakti? That vichitra maya, vichitra shakti that cannot be conceived by us. So he says ajitasya, of ajita. Of Ajita here means of Bhagavan himself, Nārāyaṇa, because Nārāyaṇa is called Ajit. So Ajitaha, Ajitasya, Maya, is this is Atyascharya Leela Cheshtitam, Bhavet Kimu, Dhatari, Vichintayanti Sati Itham. Thus Brahma was contemplating in this fashion. Whose Maya could it be? Whose Shakti could it be? Tvam Sadhyaha Bhavan Shailamatraha. Then from the size of an elephant, you suddenly grew to the size of a mountain. First Angushtamatra Purushaha, wild boar, infant boar, then to the size of an elephant, now to the size of a mountain. Tvam Sadhyaha Bhavan Shailamatraha. Shaila, mountain. Shailamatraha, the size of a mountain. Jagarjitha Kila Ghora Ghoram. At that point in time, when they were all left wonderstruck seeing the increasing size, Ghora Ghoram, the boar started giving a noise, started roaring, Ghora Ghoram. Vedanta Deshika, in his famed Dashavatara Stotram, says, Ghona Ravair Ghur Ghuraihi. The sound was Ghur Ghur, Rona Ghur Ghuraihi. So this sound was Ghur Ghur. What is all this Ghur Ghur? How is this Bhagavan's Maya? How did Brahma find out? See, Vishnu Puranam gives a beautiful line. It says, Mahavaraha. It says the size of Varaha was huge. Mahavaraha. It doesn't stop there. Parashara Maharshi says, Sputa Padmalochanaha. That particular wild boar too had eyes that were akin to the petals of a newly blossomed lotus. So if this is the beauty of Bhagavan, then he shows to Brahma, who is Swayambhu, and Brahma's son Swayambhuvamanu, and to the other Prajapatis and the rishis assembled there, do not think I'm just a normal boar rising to the size of an elephant and then becoming the size of the mountain. I am the mountain. I am the elephant. I am the boar. I am the Antaratma to each of it. I am Narayana. How does Narayana showcase himself? With his eyes. Pundarikam evamakshini says Chandogya Upanishad. So he says, Shailamatraha Jagadjitha Kila Ghora Ghoram. That sound of Ghora Ghora came. The next Shloka, Bhaṭṭatiri says, Tamte ninadam upakarnya janastapasthaha satyasthitascha munayo nunuvur bhavantam tatstotra harushulamanaha parinadya bhuyaha toyashayam vipulamurtiravatarastvam upakarnya tam ninadam te. On hearing that roaring sound of yours, see, first they were amazed at the increase in the sudden size from a thumb to an elephant to a Shaila mountain. But more than that, they were very happy to know that it was Bhagavan. Vishnu Puranam says through his lotus petal like eyes. Next, Upakarnyatam ninadam te. On hearing that Ghora Ghora Gur Gur Ghora Ghora Gur Gur, that sound of Varaha, Munayaha Janastapasthaha, those sages who were living in other abodes like Janalokam, Tapolokam, Satyasthitaha cha Nunu Vuhu Bhavantam, those staying in the Satyaloka to extolled you. Just not the rishis assembled along with Swayambhuvamanu and Swayambhu Bhagavan, Brahma. The other rishis for the other lokas also hearing this sound started praising you. Tvam Tat Stotra Harshula Manaha. Thereby, when they started singing praises of you from the Rig, Yajuhu, Sama, Atharvana Vedam, you were extremely pleased. I have told you before, Stuti Stotaranah Priyaha, he loves being praised. Bhuyaha, Vipulamurtihi, Parinadya. Now from the thumb, he went to the size of an elephant. From the size of an elephant to the size of the mountain. Listening to the praises, he went even further, it seems. Bhuyaha, Vipulamurtihi, Parinadya, and then started roaring. Avataraha Toyashayam, and then plunged into the ocean. You took a plunge into the ocean. Huge Varaha took plunge into the oceans. How was that Varaha? Urdhva prasari paridhumra vidhuta roma protshipta valadhiravang mukha ghora ghonaha turna pradirna jaladaha parighurna dakshna stotrin munin shishirayan avaterithastvam urdhva prasari paridhumra vidhuta roma. All over the body of that Varaha, urdhva standing, prasari, that kind of hair, paridhumra vidhuta roma, that roma, that hair was paridhumra vidhuta. It was dark red in color. So urdhva prasari paridhumra vidhuta roma. How was the body of that Varaha? Remember, this Varaha is a full animal. In iconography, we give the body of Narayana, but truly he was a Varaha, a proper wild boar. Protshipta valadhihi. The tail was also standing upwards. The tail was standing upwards. The hair all over his body was standing upwards. It was dark red in color. Avamukha ghora gonaha. Avamukha. With the head pointed down. He started, that particular boar started emanating that noise of Ghora, Ghonaha, Ghora, 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 Ghora. The sound started coming. Turna pradirna jaladaha, breaking through the clouds with ease. Because as he grew, he has to Andam Udarithu Ongi Ulagalanda Umbar Koman. In Tamil says Andar. So he had to break open the clouds. Turna pradirna jaladaha, parighurna dakshnatvam avateritha. Now, with eyes rolling of that particular boar, wild boar, he took a plunge into the waters. Shishirayan, Munina, Stotrin. So people who were assembled, the rishis, they were all praising him. Now, as that praising was happened, he took a plunge into the waters. Shishirayan, Munina, Stotrin. Stotrina. So Stotrina, he started praising. They all started praising. Now that Varaha with that red, dark red, standing, horripilated hair all over the body with the tail standing up. Prokshipta Valadhihi Avangmukha Ghora Ghonaha. Now, what did this Varaha do after taking plunge into that waters which had caused the deluge? Will he be able to annihilate the problem which is Hiranyaksha who's causing trouble to Mother Earth? All that in the next episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण